Code Africa Limited. Let me show you something that used to take a teacher in Uganda 4 weeks to do and now takes 4 days. I'm talking about end-of-term report cards, and that's just one thing. In most schools across Africa right now, attendance is still marked in paper registers. Fees are tracked in handwritten ledgers, and when the internet goes down, which happens a lot, everything stops. We built Reportyo to fix that. It's a complete school management system designed specifically for African schools, and it works even when there's no internet at all, and with African local language translation capability. Let me show you exactly how it works starting from the school code and login page. Now our dashboard. This is the Reportyo dashboard. The moment a school administrator logs in, they see everything that matters right here on one screen. On the left, we have the navigation, students, attendance, academics, results, library, fees, HR, inventory, reports, and many others. Over 10 modules, one system, everything talking to everything else. At the top here, you'll notice this small indicator. It shows whether the system is synced with the central server or working offline. Right now it says synced. We'll come back to what happens when the internet goes off. That's one of my favorite parts to show you. Let's start from the beginning, the way every school year starts with students. Student admissions and records. This is the students module. Every learner in the school has a complete digital profile, their personal details, class, guardian contacts, fee history, academic record, and library activity, all in one place. Let's open Sarah Nakato here. You can see her full record. She's in primary 1. Her guardian's phone number is saved here, and if I scroll down I can see her academic history across every term she's been at this school. Now watch this. If I want to add a new student, it takes less than 2 minutes. Name, class, date of birth, guardian contact, done. Sarah is now in the system. Her fee account is automatically created. She's added to the class register for attendance, and she'll appear in the results module at the end of term. Everything is connected automatically, no double entry. Attendance. Now let's talk about attendance. In most schools across Uganda and Africa, a teacher walks into class, opens a paper register, and calls out names one by one. That register then sits in a drawer until someone needs it, usually when it's too late. In Reportyo, a teacher opens this screen, selects their class, and marks each student present or absent with a single tap. This whole class, 32 students, can be marked in under 3 minutes. And here's what makes this powerful. The moment I mark a student absent, the system records it. Over time, Reportyo is watching patterns. If a student misses too many days, they automatically appear on the early warning dashboard. This is the traffic light dashboard. Green means the student is fine. Amber means they need attention. Red means the school needs to act now, whether that's a call to the parent, a meeting with the class teacher, or a welfare check. No teacher needs to remember to check. The system flags it automatically every single morning. Academics and results. Every school has subjects, classes, streams, and timetables. Reportyo handles all of that here in the academics module. But the real magic happens at the end of term when results come in. This is what used to take 4 weeks. Let me show you how it works now. A teacher opens this screen, selects their subject and class, and enters marks for each student. It works exactly like a spreadsheet, fast, simple, no training needed. Once all subject teachers have entered their marks, the system automatically calculates each student's total score, average, grade, and class position. No calculator, no spreadsheet, no human error. Here's the full results summary for primary 1. Every student, every subject, their position in class, and their grade. This used to take weeks of manual calculation. In Reportyo, it's generated instantly. Report cards, 1 click. Every student in the school gets a complete formatted report card. 4 weeks of work, done in 4 days. Actually, the report cards themselves are generated in minutes. The 4 days is the time teachers need to finish entering marks, the generation itself. Seconds. Professional, accurate, consistent across every class, every term, automatically. Fees and finance. Now let's talk about money. because every school head I've spoken to says fees are one of their biggest headaches. In Reportyo, every student has a fee account. This screen finds the student, enters the amount, and the receipt is generated instantly. But here's what changes everything for school management. Look at this. In real time, the school can see exactly who has paid, who hasn't, and how much is outstanding. Every class, every student, right now. Before Reportyo, getting this information at the end of term meant a bursar spending 5 days going through handwritten ledgers page by page. In Reportyo, this report is generated in under 1 hour. That's a 97% reduction in reconciliation time. And I'm not exaggerating. That's the real number from our schools. And when the school board asks for a financial summary at the end of term, 1 click. Library, HR, and inventory quick tour. Reportyo also manages 3 more areas that schools told us were completely untracked before. The library, every book is cataloged here. When a student borrows a book, it's recorded. When it's returned, it's updated. The librarian always knows exactly what's on the shelves and what's out. HR, every teacher and staff member has a profile, payroll details, contract information, and professional development records all tracked in one place. No more paper files in a cabinet. And inventory, desks, chairs, computers, laboratory equipment. The school always knows what it has, what condition it's in, and what needs replacing. 9 modules, 1 login, 1 system, built for African schools. The offline demonstration now, this is the part I really want you to see. Because this is what makes Reportyo different from every other school management system in the market. I've just turned off the internet. No connection. In most school management systems, everything would stop working right now. You'd see an error. The screen would freeze. The teacher would give up and go back to paper. Everything works, because Reportyo stores everything locally on the school's own computer first. The internet is not a requirement, it's a bonus. You see, this badge has changed to pending. That means there are records waiting to sync. The moment the internet comes back, even for 5 minutes on a teacher's mobile data, Reportyo automatically sends everything to the central server in one batch. Watch, I've reconnected, and there it goes, syncing automatically, no manual steps, no lost data. Every record that was captured offline is now safely uploaded. For schools in rural Uganda, in peri-urban areas, in places where the internet comes and goes, this is the feature that makes Reportyo actually usable, not just impressive on a demo. Impact and close. Reportyo is live right now in 5 schools across Uganda. Over 6,000 students, 45 teachers, 15 administrative staff, and about 6,000 parents who get accurate fee statements and report cards every single term. Since December 2024, we've grown from 1 school to 5, entirely through word of mouth. School heads telling other school heads. That tells you more about whether this works than anything I can say in a demo video. Report cards that took 4 weeks now take 4 days. Fee reconciliation that took 5 days now takes 1 hour. And teachers who had never used a digital system before were fully onboarded in under 7 hours. We didn't build Reportyo for perfect conditions. We built it for African schools as they actually are, with real infrastructure challenges, real resource constraints, and real teachers who have more important things to do than fight with software. If you run a school, manage schools, or work in education across Africa, we'd love to show you what Reportyo can do for your institution.